Hey, it's Rebecca. I talked about in another video about transitions and why it's good to do some things to help you get through them. And today, I really want to share with you why setting and having goals through your transition is so vitally important. I mean, it can feel like a roller coaster. For example, when I had to close my brick and mortar store, that was so hard because it was like a roller coaster. Should I do it? Should I not do it? How am I going to do it? What are people going to think if I do it? So many things were going through my head. But once I could anchor myself, like center yourself and calm down a little bit so that I could figure out what my goals needed to be, what it looked like for the time period I gave myself, which was 1 month, to have everything completed. And the best way of doing that, honestly, was to set goals. Again, what I like to think about when you create goals, it's like an anchor. It anchors you during those up and down times when you're going through a transition, whatever that looks like for you. Is it a new relationship, a lost relationship? You got a job, you lost a job. So many different things that can be your own transition. But instead of feeling like you're just being thrown about by the winds of change, those goals are going to help anchor you. And that's why I like thinking about it like that. I'm a very visual person, and I always envision it's almost like you're a boat out on the water, and the winds and the waves are just buffeting you back and forth. But because you have that anchor, you're steady right where you need to be. So let me just share with you just some goals that served me well, not only then, but now. Every time I am transitioning, like I have a new group coaching program, well, I had to set some goals for that. And I had to deal with uncertainty and those limiting beliefs. And keeping my focus on where did I want to be in a certain time period to be able to accomplish it. So let's just talk about 5 ways that these goals can help you keep your head above water and you can feel more at ease as you're going through it, right? Okay, 1, you need to remain feeling calm and centered by setting the goals through your transition. That's the first thing, is to actually go, I need to set goals. And it will help you because it's going to give you your little roadmap that you need to get from point A to point Z, or however far it is for you. But 2, make a plan and take action steps toward your goals. So you're going to have several action steps for a particular goal. And for me, it was I needed to sell off my big equipment that I had at the store. I had fertilizer buggies, I had a forklift, I had a front end loader. So that was my first chore in the big picture. And I had to write down what did I need to do or possibilities to be able to do that. Next came, I needed to start running sales for the merchandise that was in my store, and so on and so forth. But because I did that, I knew what my next step and my next step and my next step, so that in those 30 days, I didn't get to day 25 and go, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about I needed to do this. And in all that too came the utilities, your credit card machine, your phone. There were many, many little parts to that. But to help me stay centered and focused, I made the goals and I set the action plans. So 3, keep your eyes on the prize. What is it that you want to achieve? Again, I kept thinking in 30 days, in so many days, I will have sold all my merchandise, or I will have dealt with it in one way or another, which I also sent in a lot of things to Amazon to sell as a Fulfilled by Amazon seller. But I had my goal, and then I had the action plan, but I had to keep my eyes on what did I want to achieve. It's just like in my group coaching program. It's not just come and enjoy all of these different things that I'm going to teach you and give you in 90 days. You will have all of this. No, it's in 90 days. You're going to be able to increase your profits in your business and take back valuable time for yourself and your family. That's the main goal to achieve. But then there are all the steps along the way. 4, connect with others who are also in transition for support. And for me, I did not really know of anyone else that was having to close down their business at that time, but who I did get support from were my vendors, my banker, and my CPA. Those were the people that helped me to think of even more things that I wouldn't normally think of because I'd never gone through something like this. So that was imperative to connect with other people. And when I did that, gosh, it made me feel not so alone. And that's why that is going to be important for you. And then 5, give yourself time and cut yourself some slack. Again, I am big into talking about grace in transition. There's going to be days that you're not going to be real happy, but you've got to realize that's okay. Go ahead and feel the sorrow. Go ahead and feel the grief from whatever it is that you're having to do. Or what if you're so happy with it? And maybe other people aren't so happy with your decision, because sometimes that's what happens. I'll just put this in there. I stopped going to our local Walmart after I closed the store because I had so many people say to me, I can't believe you closed the store. I mean, I'm just not happy about it. I mean, I couldn't listen to that one more time. So I sent my husband to Walmart to do the shopping. But again, y'all, those are just some ways that is going to help you stay focused, get through your transition with grace, create the goals that you need to have in front of you to keep you anchored so that you can keep your head above water as you get through it.